What's going on, everybody? Sigourney Jackson here with another episode of Hoop Politics. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell to stay up to date on everything that is Hoop Politics. It's always greatly appreciated, man. So recently I just dropped a video where I was talking about how to get better within your workouts as a basketball player. Treating your workouts like math problems, going in with a certain amount of shots that you want to make, a certain number in your head, and figuring out how you can work towards getting to that number. It's always important that you make sure that you understand what you are leaving the gym making, because that's how you increase confidence. But I'm not going to give any more of that away. Make sure that y'all go and watch that. I'll link it somewhere up top. But this video is going to be something to piggyback on that. We're going to be talking about how to become a pro level scorer and how to take your game to the next level offensively from a one-on-one perspective. This drill is a drill that all basketball players at all levels use. I've seen NBA basketball players use it. I've worked out with NBA guys using it and got my ass bust. I've worked out with college guys. I've worked out with high school guys. All different players at all different levels use this workout that I'm going to give you right now. And it is a simple game of one-on-one with 3 dribbles. Now, some of y'all might have heard of this, some of you may have not, but if you haven't, then you're in the right place. One-on-one 3 dribbles is such an important game to play on a regular basis, so much to where nowadays at my age and just my basketball skill and knowledge, I don't play people who play one-on-one with multiple dribbles. If you can't play me one-on-one 3 dribbles, then I automatically assume that you are not good enough to play against me, and you should carry yourself that same way because you have put in the work and the time and the effort to get better at this. One-on-one 3 dribbles is extremely important because it's, first of all, teaching you how to make the most of your dribbles, okay? When you are in a situation where you may not get the opportunity to have the ball in your hands 24/7, contrary to popular belief, but there was a time in basketball where you were not allowed to dribble the ball 30 times at the top of the key like a James Harden or a Trae Young or any of those type of guys. You had the ball and you had to make a move with 2, 3, maybe 5 dribbles max if you were a star level player or a budding star. This game is going to make sure that you're very efficient, you're using your dribbles wisely, and you're creating the best situation for yourself offensively time and time again. This drill is also really important because it's teaching you how to work within tight spaces. When you only have 3 dribbles, the player who's guarding you is going to know how many dribbles you have. They're counting just like you're counting. This is 1 dribble, this is 2 dribbles, this is 3 dribbles. And you're going to get in situations where you can't dribble the ball anymore. You have to pick the ball up. Now you're forced to be crafty with your finishes, going right and making a left underhand scoop shot, left to right, so many different things, your fadeaways, your floaters, your pump fakes. All of these things are going to come in handy when you're playing one-on-one 3 dribbles, which is really important when you're in the real game setting because you're most likely going to get in situations where the defender is going to stop your dribble. Or you may get to where you want to be at, but now you've been cut off. The defender's cut you off, the center has come in and stopped your dribble, and you got to be able to come up with some type of a move that is natural to you, that you have worked on, that is going to be able to still get the job done. Another reason why this is such a great drill to have is because it's teaching you counter moves. When you have 3 dribbles, you're not going to be able to dribble from the top of the key all the way to the right corner and think you're going to be able to get a shot off. You're going to already run out of dribbles before you get there. So you're going to start having to play north to south instead of east to west unless you're looking for a pull-up. And while playing north to south, players are going to cut you off. And now you have to figure out, how can I counter them cutting me off and make them play left to right while I'm going north to south? This is how you build your game one-on-one and be able to have go-to moves as well as second, third, fourth, fifth counter moves to your go-to move. And so you can get to a situation where you are unguardable at all times, no matter where you're at on the court, no matter who's guarding you, and no matter what type of system you're in. Another reason why this is such an important drill to have is because it makes you so marketable to all coaches at all levels, because every coach loves a scorer who's going to get their buckets in a small amount of dribbles. That's why Klay Thompson is getting paid the money that he's getting paid, because he can get you 25 to 30 or 50 or 60 points in a game, and he can do it taking a small amount of dribbles. Coaches love that. Teammates love that. A teammate would love to give you the ball because they know that, in my mind, Sigourney's got the ball and he's gonna only do 3 or 4 dribbles, and if he doesn't have it, then I'm gonna get the ball back, opposed to having somebody who's gonna dribble it 50 times and wave people off and make the offense stagnant. So all across the board, everybody loves an efficient scorer, an efficient player, somebody who just makes the most of what they have, and then if they don't have anything, they give it up. That's why so many players love playing with Steph Curry, because he can get his buckets without taking away from what everybody else does best. This workout is also really important because it's forcing you to lock in defensively. Defensively, you also know that your person only has 3 dribbles, and so you're forced to lock in on every single dribble and play high level defense because you know a shot is going to come eventually. Opposed to if they're at the top of the key and they have unlimited dribbles, they can fake you out, and eventually, like most of us do, when somebody crosses you up 20-30 times and they're pump faking like they're gonna shoot, but they're still backing it out and dribbling, eventually you say, screw this, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and let them shoot because I'm not gonna play defense when he's not even trying to shoot. But when you know they're gonna shoot, it's forcing you to lock in so hard to where you have to be ready at all times because you know a shot can go up within the first dribble or no dribbles at all. And the final reason why this is important, because it raises endurance. Your cardio is gonna get so great playing one-on-one like this because you're gonna be high level at all times. You're gonna be forced to lock in offensively and defensively, and you're gonna have to play really, really hard because you have to make the most out of what you have. So everything is gonna be such a hard move, a hard cut, an explosive move, an explosive jump shot, because you have to make the most out of what you're working with that small amount of space and that small amount of dribbles. Personally, for me, the way I like to play is I'll get with a partner and I'll play to 7, all ones. And the way I do it is I'll play from the corner, the wing, the top of the key, to the other wing, to the corner. That way, you are forced to be in different sections of the court where you have different advantages and disadvantages. If I'm on the baseline or in the corner, then I know that I only have 1 or 2 ways to go because I have that out of bounds line that's gonna keep me from being able to go too far. So now I know if I go down that baseline, I have to make a quick move or I have to set them up to cross them to then get down to the baseline. If I'm on the wing, I know I have a lot of open space, but I know which way I should probably be going to best get my shot off. If it's me shooting over my left shoulder or my right shoulder or whatever it is, I have a better advantage at that wing spot, and I know what moves I have to go into that I have perfected just for this side of the court. And at the top of the key, we're on the island, and now it's really on the defender to guard me because I have so much unlimited range. I can go so many different places and I have so many different moves because I'm free. At the top of the key, I'm free to do and go wherever I want to go. So make sure that you guys are playing one-on-one 3 dribbles. Stop playing pointless one-on-one where it's multiple dribbles and nobody's getting better. Honestly, after a certain point of playing one-on-one with unlimited dribbles, you won't get better because either you'll be in a situation where the guy could be bigger than you, and if push comes to shove, they can just try to back you down to go and get the ball and put it into the rim when they're right under the rim, and that's not helping them because they're not going to be able to do that when they're playing against other people their size. Just like how if you're a smaller player, you don't want to get into a situation where you're trying to cross somebody over 20 different times just to try to get to the rim because they're bigger than you, because you know that most likely you're not going to get that opportunity to do that when you're playing in a real game setting. So in order to counter all of that, when you have 3 dribbles, even if that big man is going to the rim, they have to make their move quick, and you still have an opportunity to make a stop because after that shot goes up, they can't go and try to rebound it or any of that kind of stuff, which is another thing. You don't want to play a lot of basketball where all it turns into is a hustle bucket. Hustle buckets are cool, but they don't make you better. And college coaches are not looking for hustle bucket players like that unless you are a certain height. If you're 6'1" and you got 20 and 10 and all you did was just hustle and grab all the rebounds and try to put it back and dive on the floor for loose balls, coaches say they like that kind of stuff, but the reality of it is they can't take you and put you in their system because they know that skillfully you won't be able to hold your own. They know that if you have to rely on nothing but hustling in order to put numbers in the stat sheet, you are no good to them because they already have other bigs who do the exact same thing that you do. So make sure that y'all are taking advantage of that. Make sure that y'all are playing one-on-one 3 dribbles with all of your friends, guys, girls, it doesn't matter. You're gonna get better offensively, defensively. You're gonna just become a way better basketball player all around, and you're gonna actually lock in. And that's just what it's all about. Like, you have to lock in. You have to want to win every single possession, and this is the first step in order for you to do that. And you can be a pro level scorer if you follow all of these tips that I'm giving you right now. That's all I got. Lock in, one-on-one 3 dribbles. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay up to date on everything that's Hoop Politics. Follow the Instagram and the Twitter, hoop_politics. Comment below and let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what y'all want to hear about. How do you get better with certain things? I have all the knowledge in the world, and I would love to share with y'all. God's always in control. Peace.